Right, hello, Martin here, welcome back to the channel. I've had to close the window because our neighbours are outside. They're newish neighbours, I think. They're playing quite bad music. It wasn't too bad this afternoon, but it can lapse into quite bad music, you know, like 90s R&B and swearing rap. Not my sort of thing at all. Yeah, and they laugh very loudly as well. Anyway, so I've had to close that window so they don't hear me talking to myself and doing this video. And as you know, it's incredibly hot in England. I'm doing this video just to sort of clear up a lot of stuff that I've found, been given, and there's some VCLT from when I went to Finland. And as you can see behind me, that was the gentleman I met. Anyway, more of that in a while. Yeah, so it's England-Norway tonight, so come on. I'm not very patriotic. I should be more, really. Anyway, where should we start? Let's start with some cheap finds, okay? Okay. Right, some of these were from last week. Let's start off with these ones. These are all £1, I think. Can't quite remember where from. I'm going to talk a bit about what I've been interested in and playing, as well as this is a long introduction. I did a record fair last weekend. This is a film which I've never seen, only highlights of it, and I'd like to see it. Yeah, and I don't know much about it really. Well, certainly the music from it is Malcolm McDowell on the back, and there's this song "Changes" is on here, isn't it? Which I think was on an advert a long time ago. Anyway, it's produced Lindy Anderson film. Yeah. Oh, lucky man. Okay. It's like a public school, isn't it? I've no idea what this is. It's Mandy. It's possibly German or something. Yeah, she's doing You've Got a Friend, Carole King, and she's called Mandy van Baren. Could she be Dutch even? Not sure. There she is with a guitar. Okay, on with the £1 buys. Spyro Gyra. This is your jazz stuff, isn't it? Goodness me, look at them there. Hilarious. Oh. So yeah, I don't know anything about that either, and it won't go in. Right. The Enchanted Forest, Funtime Playhouse Players, presumably spoken word from California, 1983. General Masters Co., not General Motors. Don't know. Oh, now here's a good film. Easy Rider, with a rather bizarre ending, and the music's good from it too. I think I've got this already, but it was £1, and this was £1. Paul Simon. I think I've tried this before, maybe I'll try it again. And a Moody Blues album, not in the most amazing shape, but it's all complete. And yes, those horrible shoes there, look at that, horrible. And yeah, almost looking a bit creepy there, I think. Horrible leather jackets. Yeah. This is blue, so it should be a stereo copy. I don't know that one. And on with £1 finds, we've got John Handy with holding a saxophone, so I'm guessing it must be some sort of jazz or something. He's running behind me. Percy Sledge. some sort of comp. Don't know, but it's 81. So now, anyway, some better things that I found. Okay. Or what I thought were. I've given this a listen. I'm undecided on it. So everybody always talks about Keith Jarrett and the Colm concerts. Here he is with Gary Burton. And this cost me £3. And not sure about that. And Hank Garland, Gary Burton, 3/4 the Blues. I think this is more country. Not sure. And another Gary Burton called Alone at Last. Half of this is Montreux Live from 71. And a £1 album. I don't know if this is collectible or not. Seemed to be very expensive on Discogs for some reason. This is the actor Ray Brooks, who was the voice of Mr. Ben and was also in stuff in the 60s, but I would associate him with Mr. Ben, and also he was on a sitcom in the 1980s, of which I forget what it was now, but he's done an album here. Quite remarkable. And it was £1, so I snapped it up. From the same shop was a Pentangle album, which was a tenner. And I don't think it's the first press, but I thought I'd give it a go. I don't mind Pentangle. It's a double. Yeah, don't know. And from the shop down the road, a couple of £2 on Sadisc. So this is Recollections of Past Methods of Power and Transport or should be in the Cotswolds. Steam and Harness is one. And the other one is called Cotswolds Craftsman. And here you've got cider making, thatching, working with oxen, hurdle making, the wheelwright, stonewalling, Cotswold sheep. Oh, Gloucestershire cheese. There we go. Cheese rolling down a hill. Okay, so that is that. So yeah, so last Saturday, me and a mate did a record fair in our local pub. I tried one there earlier on in the year, and it was okay. Last Saturday was very hot, much as it is today. It didn't do very well. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with that, taking it forward or just, it might be that where we live there's not a lot of money. It could just be the weather, it could be the location, and it's not established. I really don't know, but it was not the greatest. One record I had down to sell, it was in the wrong sleeve. The sleeve here, or rather the piece of paper that was in there, was saying it was Alan Vega. No, the other guy selling, told me this is Luke Vibert, but it's Tortoise remixes of a 12-inch, and it's okay, so I'm keeping it. I didn't buy anything from him, but he was selling for somebody else, and I'm thinking, where do I know the name Orang? Where do I know that name, Orang? And I played this, and it was really quite hypnotic. So he did an album, and then I cheated and looked it up. So it's the two guys, not Mark Hollis, of Talk Talk. And I used to work with someone in a record shop, and he was mad on Talk Talk, Chameleons. Well, it's one of my bosses, actually. It's a shame it's not the album, but it's a 12-inch. It's pretty good. It's on Echo, the Echo label, which I think maybe is Talk Talk or Mark Hollis related, not sure. That was a £5, but I think that was well worth it. So, as you see, this gentleman here behind me is Tommy, and he lives in Finland, in Helsinki. So me and my wife, we went there to visit my in-laws, her family, at the end of May, beginning of June. And I contacted Tommy. Yeah, I contacted him, and he was running in Stockholm in a marathon when I got there, but then he managed to fit me in on, was it a Tuesday afternoon, I think. So I went round his house, went on the bus. He was waiting by the bus stop just in case I couldn't find it, but exemplary directions, Tommy. And went in his house. He's got not just an amazing record collection, he's also got a lot of film related stuff, and I think that was like part of his work for some time. And we chatted a bit about vinyl community, a bit about music, and a bit of putting the world to rights and work and life and stuff. And yeah, there he is going through the Metsä, the Finnish forest. Yeah, so it was really good to meet up. Thank you for hosting me. Just before I went there, I was in Helsinki. I went to 2 record shops. So this is Levy Kauppa Axe, if you can see the bag, like a sort of a, what's this? Not an air raid warning as such, but something similar. So this means record shop, disc shop, I suppose. So this is a chain. A little bit hipster, I would say now. Yeah, particularly in Helsinki. And I picked up 3 records. A £1 record, which it doesn't appear to be that good. But anyway, I picked up another disco record. So here's one for John 6-inch Pianist. It's always going on about Hamilton Bohannon. So I picked up one of his albums for €5. There it is. And this is 1975. And if you have a look, it's still got City Market, the Finnish supermarket that it was bought from, for I'm not sure actually, 15 this is 15 marker before they had the euro, and it's actually not that bad, to be honest. So thanks for the tip off, John. And then I bought a record which I thought my wife knew she did know the band, but she didn't know this album. So this is a virtually new album, Leiki. And it means, I've forgotten now, it means, is it to play a game, I think? The verb. I think it is. The album's called Magic. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm a bit disappointed I didn't get the same album as what she gave away, to be honest, when we moved here. We gave a lot of CDs away, actually, and she had quite a lot. This is from 2019. And if I remember, let's have a look. It's on Svart, which does a lot of represses of older albums as well. It's on a very nice green vinyl. So that was that, and then I'll show you. I did briefly pop in another shop. So it's in Hakaniemi, which is like a square in Helsinki. And just before I went to meet him, and then I realised I didn't have much time, really. So he gave me this bag, black and white records, which used to be a bit more older record collectors, I would say. I don't want to say smelly, but a bit more earthy. Anyway, it's changed. It's almost like there was a dog in there and a couple running it, I think, and it was like he was living upstairs almost, sort of thing. Or it was quite nicely laid out, I'll give him that. I didn't have enough time to look around it. Anyway, so Tommy here, oh, I can't see what that is. Well, anyway, he's in the forest there, isn't he? He gave me a Finnish punk single. Now, I'm not really renowned for liking punk. This isn't too bad. It's not really aggressive punk. It's a bit angry, maybe. And I think, if you're watching this, Tommy, I think that is Lou Chaney. Or it's definitely like, looks very familiar, like a 1930s kind of actor that you would probably know better than me. At the time, I don't think we could remember who it was. There we go, Let's Punk, it says there. He gave me that, and he gave me Marit. And this is from '83. So she's a Finnish singer and sings in Finnish, and it's sort of like pop rock, I suppose. And he also gave me some compilations. So we've got 80s decades hits. So I think I've explained this before, but there's this thing called Iskelmar, which is sort of like home made music, but some of the songs, they change famous songs' words and put them into English. And here we've got Soita Kelowain, Ring My Bell, which is a song that you would know, by Vicky. And some of them are just Finnish songs, but these 3 albums, yeah, you get these sort of songs that are just you can tell by the songwriters usually, so we just change the words to them, and I can't quite see on there. There's a Lola, but I don't know whether it's that Lola. So yeah, so we've got that one there, that one there. We've got a 16 number 5 here, and this has got let me see. Ain't That Just the Way? I'm not sure. Nashville, Tennessee, somebody's done there. Anyway, it's a whole different genre of music, shall we say. So thank you, Tommy. There he is by the lake. Oh, don't fall in. It was great to meet up with you, and well, maybe we get to do it again. I don't know when I'm going there next, you know, but it won't be for a while yet, I don't think. But anyway, so that's that. Yeah, so I'll encourage VC meetups. I mean, I know there's been a few in UK lately. I just haven't managed to make it to them. I mean, this weekend I'm working tomorrow, and then I was working this morning. So I think, were they meeting up in Bristol? I'm not sure. Anyway, here's a 7-inch from a charity shop for £2. It's got Labby Sifri, I Got The on one side, and it's got Banbara Shack Up on the other side. So I think this is like a bootleg kind of 2 records stuck together sort of thing. I had another one. It was Hold It, Hit It, Beastie Boys, mixed in with some sort of Philly soul record, but I've put that away now to sell it actually. So I got that one there, and then £1.50. Somebody's Watching Me, which is a Michael Jackson sample, I think. So did I? Yes, I've talked about Record Fair, talked about the VC meetup. So I played this just to see what it was like, and actually it was really good. It was really fun. It's non-stop dancing, James Last 85. You've got Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Small Town Boy, Two Tribes, When Doves Cry, Stuck on You, Lionel Richie, I guess. But it finishes with Bob Marley, Exodus. So this is all done by James Last. I have to say the best one was Such a Shame, Talk Talk. That was quite amusing. And Ghostbusters. So if you see this album, it's a bit of fun, but grab it. It's not. It shouldn't cost you more than, you know. They should be giving it away, to be honest. So here's some albums from I think, yeah. So a guy I work with, Daniel. Hello, Daniel. He gave me a second batch of records to sell, and I haven't sold them. But anyway, I'll go through what he gave me in this box. The box had a story. I don't know if I really want to share it on here, really. I probably could, but well, let's just say the person that the records came from isn't with us anymore. So I'll run through these. History of Otis Redding, 80s repress, and so is this one. And when we've got Mr. Soul Sam Cooke, so this is 1980, but it was previously 63. They've not got the barcodes on though, so Paul McCartney, Pipes of Peace. Well, absolutely horrendous modern art cover that is. I'm sure it all means something, but so I think Pipes of Peace. I do remember when I was little. I would have been 9, 10 when that came out, I suppose. Was it even a Christmas #1? I don't know. Say. Yeah, that's that. This is the album with Oh Superman on it. And I've never heard this album before, ever. So that will be interesting. Fun Boy 3 Waiting. Probably not as cool as the one before, or certainly not as cool as Specials. Right, here's Eddie Floyd. That's Soul. Robert Palmer, a live album. Weird to think that he died like virtually at the age that I am now, Robert Palmer. Really quite scary, to be honest with you. XTC Go Plus. So this is, I think, like a dub album to go to be a companion to the album it came with, and I presume maybe it came free originally with it. Now, James Griffiths, the Squeeze albums that I got, or some of them at least. East Side Story, Argy Bargy. I mean, really, I should have played all these when I read your book, James. Cool for Cats, and what's this one called? I think it's just self-titled. Yeah, I think it's just self-titled. And onwards, I've never really been into Elvis Costello. I'll give that a go. Robert Palmer, again. This is Pride, 83. OMD. And again, familiar with that one. Not so familiar with that one. Did it have a free single with it? I can't remember. One of them has. Joe Jackson. Don't know him at all, really. Stepping Out, I know. And then some... So I think that was most of the ones that he gave me, or certainly some of them. I've got a few other things to show you here. I wasn't aware this was a best of. And it's in decent nick. And I can't remember where it came from. This album, well, I really like the track Warriors of the Wasteland. Not sure about the rest of the album. And I will just show you a few more. So I did the Cracking Vinyl 80s thread, which was great fun. Graham, and he showed this. I think it was him that showed this, or an EP by the Belltown. I wasn't aware they were American. It's sort of a bit shoegazy, possibly, and it was alright actually. Yeah, I don't even remember where this came from either. As a lot of these albums, I don't remember where they came from. There's just too much, you know, and I really need to do some record fairs or something. Yeah. I think I've shown these before and that before. And here's a nice copy of Raintown, an upgrade, and an upgrade of this. And the last one I wanted to show was, now I didn't think I liked this album, but having played it, I've actually got into it. It was that his voice, particularly on this album, is very whiny, but I think I've got used to it. Even the little vignette kind of songs. Yeah, I mean, I do like Neil Young, but if I've had this in the past or had it on CD, I hadn't bothered with it. I've moved it along, but I think now I've got a nice copy of it, or not a bad copy of it. It's got the slightly water damaged but mostly clean lyrics. It's got terrible handwriting, almost Doctor-esque. So this was £3-4 from somewhere. Well, it's probably an early press, I don't know, but yeah. So I'm going to keep it now. Yeah, I'm going to keep it. So I'm glad I've done this video because it's tidied up a lot of the stuff. But I'm a little bit out of the zone. You know, I'm watching vinyl videos, listening to music. More time, free time, watching the World Cup. I think I've actually enjoyed it and watched quite a lot of it this time. That's the first time in a long time. So there you go. That's me. And oh, there's a horrible advert on. Oh well. Well, not horrible, but just... Oh, maybe it's gone back to the start now where he was walking. Anyway, how do I finish this? Yeah, so thanks for watching anyway. Yeah, that's it really. I'll try and make another video soon. Am I just a bit videoed out? I'm not sure. I mean, I don't only do, you know, I only tend to do one a month or something, but yeah, maybe I'm just a bit videoed out. Maybe as well it's the summer, so, you know. Well, anyway, that's it. All right. Toodaloo for now. Bye-bye.